you got me reaching out. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out. Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you. Times and I can't get out. Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you. street lights lit this town like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it out. Tonight we gonna let it out. Tonight we gonna let it out. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it out. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it out. Tonight we gonna let it out. Tonight we gonna let it out. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it out. What's on your mind? Can I read it from your eyes? Can we leave and make the time stand still? What if we stay, pretend there's nothing else? What if we stay? What's on your mind? Can I read it from your eyes? Can we leave and make the time stand still? What if we stay, pretend there's nothing else? What's on your mind? Can I read it from your eyes? Can we leave and make the time stand still? What if we stay, pretend there's nothing else? I want you to know going to write you a letter. When I turn the page, I'd have the courage, yeah. And it's tough to let go even after all of this time. You are the reason why I'm fucked up, was drugged up. I lucked out 'cause I believed in all those lies. That you loved me, you never loved me. I don't know how to accept that what you did still colors me black. And it's got me like, I feel so, I made this void now, you don't look back. And it's got me like, I feel so, let's let you there. Let's let you there. Now what you did still colors me black. And it's got me like, feel so made this void now, you don't look back. It's and I still see you smiling when you said to me, don't be a crybaby. And I've been told that you moved now, even though I still feel the echoes. I'm fucked up and I can't love myself now. I live like I own these lies, that I'm not enough, though you're not enough. Just want to shout it out. That what you did still colors me black. And it's got me like, I feel so, I made this void now, you don't look back. And it's got me like, I feel so, let's want you there. Let's want you there. Now what did
The night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. Night has come, it's cold and losing my control.
it's crazy. You could save me from my eyes.
losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. No relation. We got no relation. No relation.
Night is gone, it's facing by. Night is gone, and it goes like this. You could save me, save me from my isolation. What matters you complicated. Let's start this conversation. They say that love is blind, but I never trusted sight. When I turn and look inside, there's nothing I can't find. In the silence of the night, when my demons come alive, I hear a voice disguised, telling me we're not alright.
Pushing my limits and all the drive that I have. Well, I'm going the distance with you. I didn't know what I had till I knew I was missing, and everything that I dread, well, I built a resistance with you. Catch me when I fall, and I'll keep you on the ground. You were gone, I wish you'd stay. I could look at you for days. Time was well spent, that's when I knew that I need to spend my life here with you. Fast lane, I understand that you've been broken too many times, but I'll be waiting to mend your wounds from all you've taken. But if we listen to each other, admit our mistakes, then I can show you who I am, because I'm not the same. I'm better with you. I'm better with you.
Clothe ourselves in light, hoping we'll survive. Won't raise a white flag, 'cause I'll die on the hill, 'cause they're coming for the kill. Even though my mind is reeling still. Oh, we've been here before. Armor and sword, embers lit up my nose. Half dead and asleep, nightmares turn to dreams. Will you be ready when the darkness comes?
want to get off that darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and say this too.